Hey everybody, it's Molly with AllEars and we're back today with a brand new video, and it's time for another throwdown. We are going to throw down between Universal Orlando and Walt Disney World again, this time thrill rides. Will Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure TM top Rise of the Resistance? How about Velocicoaster versus Expedition Everest? We've picked 10 of the most popular thrill rides in both theme parks, and we are going to throw them down against each other to see who is the king of thrills. I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Let's get to it. Contestant number one, we've got Walt Disney World. Now, while Walt Disney World is generally revered as a place for families and not as big on the thrills, they've got some strong contenders. From classics like Space Mountain and Splash Mountain to newer attractions like Rise of the Resistance, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, and Expedition Everest. I don't think you can discount Walt Disney World when it comes to thrills, because you definitely can't discount them when it comes to theming and quality. When you think thrills, you probably think Universal, and that's for good reason. It has always been known as a home to big thrills, classics such as the Incredible Hulk Coaster and Revenge of the Mummy, but then newer attractions like Velocicoaster, and we can't throw out Harry Potter. Big thrills like Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey and Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure TM. But is the theming and technology enough to stand up against Disney and become the king of thrills? Let's find out. We are doing a monster-themed coaster throwdown. I'm talking Expedition Everest, Legend of the Forbidden Mountain at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and the brand new Jurassic World Velocicoaster over at Universal's Islands of Adventure. Both of these are big thrills, lots of fun, and of course they feature a big scary creature that wants to murder you. Expedition Everest Legend of the Forbidden Mountain TM is one of my favorite rides in all of Walt Disney World. This is that giant Everest mountain-themed coaster that you'll see looming over Disney's Animal Kingdom. It's 199 feet tall, features an 80-foot drop, reaches speeds of up to 60 miles an hour, and it is so much fun. But can it stack up to Universal's latest and greatest thrill? I adore Expedition Everest. It's one of my favorite thrills. It's one of my favorite rides in all of Walt Disney World. It's probably my favorite thrill ride in this park and in Walt Disney World. But can it top Velocicoaster? I don't know. These are two incredibly big must-dos and well-done rides, so this is a tricky one. Coming in hot at our monster animal competition, going up against Expedition Everest Legend of the Forbidden Mountain TM, we have Jurassic World Velocicoaster, the brand new roller coaster here at Universal's Islands of Adventure. This thing just opened up officially last month, and it is intense. It's got 4 different inversions, 2 different launch points. There are literally raptors in the queue. This thing is serious. Reaching a top height of 155 feet tall with a 140-foot drop. You've got a hanging inversion. You've got multiple different inversions. Reaches top speeds of up to 70 miles an hour, and it's got 2 different launch points. This thing is no joke. If you haven't been on it yet, I did a whole video about this when it first opened, but the theme of Velocicoaster is we're in Jurassic World, the theme park, before Jurassic World, the movie, exists. So if you remember in Jurassic World, the theme park, the whole point of making the Indominus Rex was for more teeth and to make it more exciting. So this is their solution pre-making a new dinosaur. The solution is, oh, we'll put people on a roller coaster with the raptors. What could go wrong? of Best Monster-Themed Coaster goes to Velocicoaster at Islands of Adventure. This is a very tough matchup because Expedition Everest Legend of the Forbidden Mountain TM is an excellent attraction. It's very, very detailed. The queue's amazing, the backstory is amazing, and it's a really, really fun ride. But Velocicoaster is basically unbeatable. Not only does this one also have an incredible story, it has the most amazing queue I have ever been in my entire life at any theme park in the world with those raptors. It is so thrilling, it is so exciting, and this is the thrill ride throwdown. This is the best coaster I've ever been on, and anyone I know that's ridden it has said the same thing. So unfortunately, my one complaint about Velocicoaster is that the raptors are stationary. You know what else is stationary? The Yeti, so that doesn't even matter. Congratulations to Velocicoaster, you're the champion of this one. What goes up must come down. Our next matchup in our Disney versus Universal thrill ride throwdown, drop attractions. That's right, we're talking about the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror at Disney's Hollywood Studios versus Dr. Doom's Fearfall at Islands of Adventure. Both of them are pretty spooky if you've got a fear of heights. Both of them are fun thrills, but which one's gonna come out on top? I have a feeling you already know, but let's roll that footage, shall we? Twilight Zone Tower of Terror is an iconic Disney attraction here at Hollywood Studios. It is themed to the Twilight Zone, and you are taken into the Hollywood Tower Hotel, which on a fateful night in 1939, Halloween night to be exact, was struck by lightning, and a family never returns. Now you are headed into that haunted elevator, and you are headed directly for the Twilight Zone. One of the best things about this attraction is it does have a random drop sequence, so you never know what sequence is going to happen when you drop because it's random each time to keep the fun going. This does have a 40-inch height requirement, which isn't super tall, but it is obviously a very spooky attraction, so just know your kids before you ride it. My nephews, one of them was totally into it, one of them was not so sure about it, but they both did it, and by the end, they both thought it was cool, so. Going up against the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror is Dr. Doom's Fearfall here at Universal's Islands of Adventure. This is of course themed after Dr. Doom, and it's located in Marvel Landing. It does have a 52-inch height requirement, which is taller than Tower of Terror, and it's a little bit different. Instead of really dropping you, the thrill of this one is more that they shoot you straight up really quickly. You get to look out over the park and the resort, and then it slowly brings you down. We're gonna go check it out and see if it can possibly compare to Tower of Terror. Dr. Doom's Fearfall is fun, and the initial shoot up is really, really exciting, but it's a pretty short attraction, and theming wise, of course, it doesn't compare to Tower of Terror. So, who will win? And the winner of Drop Ride is Dr. Doom's Fearfall. Just kidding, it's obviously the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. While I enjoy Dr. Doom's Fearfall, I wouldn't wait a super long time for it. It's not a very long attraction. Twilight Zone Tower of Terror is iconic, it's a must-do, it is so much fun, and it is one of the best themed attractions of all time. So this one, pretty easy matchup, definitely going to Disney. Next up, we've got the Battle of the Indoor Coasters, Revenge of the Mummy at Universal Studios Florida versus the iconic Space Mountain at the Magic Kingdom. Which one of these dark thrills will reign supreme? Is it gonna be space? Is it gonna be mummies? Let's see. Making this one of the hardest matchups on our list, we've got Space Mountain competing against Revenge of the Mummy in the indoor coaster category. Now, Space Mountain is a tried and true classic. It opened in 1975 here in Tomorrowland in the Magic Kingdom. It's that roller coaster in the dark that zips you on a rocket throughout the stars. Now, it only goes within the 20 miles per hour. It does not go very fast at all, but because it's in the dark, because you can't see where you're going, it feels a lot faster, it feels a lot more exciting, and a lot more thrilling. Now, one thing I love about Space Mountain is that it is original to Walt Disney World. So many of the attractions prior to this were developed for Disneyland first and then brought over, but this one was designed for Walt Disney World, which makes it extra special. It is so fun. And a cool fact about Space Mountain, they actually had to design this building, this iconic structure, specifically for this attraction because they knew they wanted to project stars and comets and meteors and things along the walls, but if you had these beams on the inside, it would disrupt the projections and give the illusion that you're not really going through space. So Imagineer John Hench, who's an absolute genius, he was the one who developed Cinderella Castle. He's an architectural brilliant mind. He is the one who figured out how to develop a building where the beams, these are the support structures, are actually on the outside of the building. I adore that attraction. I think it is so much fun. You guys have heard me on this ride. I literally giggle the entire time because it reminds me of being a kid. It is so fun. I love it. It's one of my favorite rides at all of Walt Disney World, but is it strong enough to go against the Mummy? This one's hard, y'all. Revenge of the Mummy is an excellent attraction here at Universal Studios Florida. It's actually my second favorite non-Harry Potter ride, eclipsed only recently by Jurassic World Velocicoaster. It is a dark story coaster, so it's part dark ride, part roller coaster, all awesome. Top speeds of 40 miles an hour. It is so much fun. Let's go check out the Mummy. So the story of Revenge of the Mummy is that you are headed to the set of a Mummy movie, like, yes, the Brandon Fraser movies. However, everybody on the set believes in a curse of Imhotep, who is a haunted demon mummy, I guess? I don't really know what to call him. Haunted pharaoh, mean guy. Anyway, turns out curse is real, kill somebody right in front of you, and then he's after your soul. I absolutely adore Revenge of the Mummy. It is so much fun. It is so thrilling and so exciting, and I forget every single time. They recently updated the projections in there. It looks AA+, but I love the combination of fire, of animatronics, of dark ride, of a coaster. It is a great attraction. And the winner for indoor coaster goes to Revenge of the Mummy at Universal Studios Florida. This is such a fun attraction. Not only does it go much faster than Space Mountain, it is just more thrilling overall. No time was more clear than when Morgan and I did a Disney to Universal challenge, rode Space Mountain at the Magic Kingdom, literally came to Universal, and the next road we ride was the Mummy. Most fun I've ever had on this attraction. It is such a good attraction. It's AA+. You've got the dark ride aspect, you've got the great theming to it. Universal does a story coaster better than anyone else. And this one, in this very tough matchup, they're both excellent. I'll tell you to ride both all day. But in a thrill ride matchup, we gotta go Mummy. Next up is a category that's got a lot of teeth. We are in the dinosaur category, friends. We are throwing down between Islands of Adventure, Jurassic Park River Adventure, and Animal Kingdom's Dinosaur. Will it be boats or jeeps? Will it be Carnotauruses or T-Rexes? Will it be Velociraptors or Velociraptors? Only one way to find out. It's gonna be Dino-Mite. Jurassic Park River Adventure is the original attraction here in the Jurassic Park section of Islands of Adventure. It is a 42-inch height requirement, and it is a boat ride through Jurassic Park. enjoy Jurassic Park River Adventure. It's actually my favorite water ride in Orlando, which isn't saying much because I don't care for water rides, but this is one I will ride, even though I know I'm gonna get wet because I think it's so fun. I think that when you go in through the big gates, I think the music is amazing, and then the T-Rex animatronic is actually very, very awesome if you can keep focus on that, not the huge drop that you're about to go down. But do T-Rexes eat Carnotauruses, or the other way around? Going up against Jurassic Park River Adventure is, of course, Dinosaur here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now, Dinosaur may not feature as iconic dinosaurs as a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but it is a really, really fun attraction. Can Dr. Grant Seeker take down the iconic Steven Spielberg and the Velociraptors? Dinosaur is a delightful attraction. It opened up with Disney's Animal Kingdom, and it's the OG thrill ride here. Of course, when it opened, though, it was called Countdown to Extinction, and it was a little bit scarier, but it did still feature the Carnotaurus as your bad guy, not the T-Rex, because they didn't want to confuse it with Jurassic Park River Adventure. But then when the movie was coming out, they decided to use a little synergy, rebrand it to Dinosaur. Really all that changed was it made it a little bit less scary, changed the name, and then right here, this used to be a Triceratops because Joe Rohde, the Imagineer's favorite dinosaur, is a Triceratops, but they changed it to the Iguanodon to match with both the theme of the ride and the movie. So, are you ready? Are you excited? It's fast, it's a blast, it's in the past.
This is Seeker. Listen up. We've got to get in, grab the Iguanodon, and get out before that asteroid hits. Let's roll!
Styracosaurus.
Not our dino.
Warning, meteor shower in range.
Just little one.
AllEars.
Computer, full stop. Identify.
Carnotaurus.
Definitely not our dino. Go, go, go! Get them out now!
Asteroid impact.
Brace yourself! They're not gonna make it! They're not gonna make it!
Mission accomplished.
You made it! I knew you would.
I love Dinosaur, and it's not just because I love Dr. Grant Seeker, though he is great, and that's probably my favorite pre-show of all time. I just think that it's such a fun attraction, and everybody's all, oh, Flight of Passage, oh, Expedition Everest. And while those are great too, Dinosaur is great also. It's such a great attraction. It is very, very thrilling, and that's what this video is all about. This is a tricky one, friends. These are two very awesome attractions. And the winner of Dinosaur-based attraction goes to Dinosaur in Disney's Animal Kingdom. And no, it's not because Jurassic Park River Adventure is a water ride, and I don't love water rides. I love Jurassic Park River Adventure, but this is the thrill ride Throwdown, and there are very few rides as thrilling as Dinosaur. It is dark, it is scary, there are large, very realistic dinosaurs running after your car. It is so much fun. Plus you've got Dr. Grant Seeker, you have the whole immersion, the story, the Jeeps move really cool. In the end, when it comes to thrill, when it comes to story, when it comes to detail, you gotta give it to Dinosaur. Break out those ponchos, friends, because we have gotten to the raft portion of our thrill ride throwdown. We are talking about Kali River Rapids at Disney's Animal Kingdom versus Popeye and Bluto's Bilge-Ratch Barges at Universal's Islands of Adventure. These are both those circular raft rides that you might get wet, you may get completely soaked, but which one is more fun and will win the prize? Let's see. Popeye and Bluto's Bilge-Ratch Barges is located in the Toon Landing section of Islands of Adventure. It has a 42-inch height requirement, and it again is one of those round rafts where you don't know who's gonna get the most wet. One thing I will say though, unlike Kali River Rapids, there's no chance of you coming off pretty dry. I'm not gonna ride Popeyes right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, but let's take a look at footage from the water ride throwdown. Look at the people getting off of this attraction. I mean, they are soaking wet. See what I mean? You will get wet. good possibility you get absolutely annihilated. Throwing down against Popeye and Bluto's Bilge-Ratched barges is Kali River Rapids at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now this is another round raft ride where you and a bunch of your friends or strangers that you haven't met yet are gonna go down a winding river. Now this attraction does have an anti-logging theme, which not a lot of people pick up because it's pretty subtle, but you're gonna wind down a river, you're gonna get an excellent view of Everest, and you will get wet, but you may get soaked. Everyone has to have an attraction that they don't love, and for me, it's Kali River Rapids. I just don't care for water rides to begin with, and truly, even looking at this unbiased, let's say I did love a water ride, it's not that long. You could wait in a very long line for it, and it's just not that fun or thrilling. And this is a thrill ride throwdown. It builds you up like there's gonna be a huge drop, and then it just kind of like scoots you down a little ramp. If there was a bigger drop, maybe this would rank higher because then it would be more thrilling. But for me, this is just not it. And I'm sorry if this is your favorite ride. I don't want to insult it. It's just not my favorite ride. And the winner of our raft ride competition is Popeye and Bluto's Bilge-Ratched barges. Bet you didn't think I'd say that, did you? Because you may know I do not like getting wet on attractions. But this is a thrill ride throwdown here. We are crowning the best thrill rides, and of the two, Popeyes is better. It's longer, it's more thrilling, and if you are in these rides, I assume you want to get wet, and you are going to get very wet on Popeyes. Now, I will admit it is actually pretty fun if you're with a bunch of people that you know, and the game of like who's gonna get hit with the big waterfall is very exciting. Not a game I want to play because again, I do not like being wet in the theme parks, but you might have fun doing it. But truly, this comes down to which one's more fun, which one's more exciting, and Popeyes truly is. There's a bigger drop, it's longer, it's just a better raft ride if that's what you're into. Our next category in this thrill ride throwdown is launch coaster that also goes upside down, which means we are looking at the Incredible Hulk coaster at Islands of Adventure and Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Both of these attractions, again, feature a launch style takeoff, which means you're gonna go 0 to a certain mile an hour, super, super fast. You're also gonna go upside down quite a few times. Are we gonna vote for Aerosmith? Or are we gonna vote for Bruce Banner? Only one way to find out. Rock and Roller Coaster is the only attraction that goes upside down at Walt Disney World, which is why I paired it up against the Hulk. They have a ton of attractions that go upside down over there, but I wanted to show off the Hulk because it's one of their best, and we wanted to show off Rock and Roller Coaster, so the two of these matched up. Even though theme-wise, it may be more comparable to Rip Ride Rocket, but then what's the Hulk gonna match up against? You see the dilemma. Rock and Roller Coaster, pretty darn fun. Definitely the most thrilling coaster at Walt Disney World. You've got that 0 to 60 launch. You've got the inversions. This is the only attraction at Walt Disney World that has inversions. But it's going up against the Incredible Hulk, which is definitely a thrill ride you don't want to see angry. I swung and missed on that pun, but you know what I'm saying. Let's go ride the Hulk. Can the Hulk smash Rock and Roller Coaster? There it is, nailed it. Let's go ride the Hulk now. Here we are at the Incredible Hulk coaster. This is throwing down between Rock and Roller Coaster over at Hollywood Studios. Now this one also has a surprise launch. This one is about like 1 mile an hour to 40 miles an hour in 2 seconds. So it's a little bit faster than the launch at Rock and Roller Coaster, but it's also a little bit slower. However, this attraction has 7 inversions as opposed to Rock and Roller Coaster's 3, and it is intense. It kicks it up quite a bit, so let's go check out Hulk and see who's gonna win this throwdown. the Incredible Hulk coaster, and OMG, the thrill level compared between the two is like unreal. It is like if Rock and Roller Coaster's here, Hulk is up here as far as the thrill level goes. It is very, very intense. It is very, very fun. If you are not a roller coaster person, this is probably not one for you, but we are throwing down between two different roller coasters right now. Who's gonna win? This is actually maybe the hardest matchup. No, it's not, but it's very hard. And the winner of Launch Coaster that goes upside down goes to the Incredible Hulk coaster. Now, both of these attractions are excellent, and if you're a coaster fan, I highly recommend that you ride both. And while the theming is definitely better over at Rock and Roller Coaster, we're talking thrills, and the fact that you are going up 110-foot lift and then doing your launch, you're also gonna do 7 inversions, top speed of 67 miles an hour. This one in a thrill throwdown has got to be the champion. So yes, Hulk did smash Steven Tyler. Coming in hot, or should I say cool, because our next category is a water ride throwdown. We're talking about log flume style attractions. You have the iconic Splash Mountain at Disney's Magic Kingdom versus Dudley Do-Right's Rip-Saw Falls over at Universal's Islands of Adventure. Will it be a zippity-doo-dah day or a Dudley Do-Right joke that I don't know, because I don't know that much about that story? Let's find out. Splash Mountain is one of the most iconic and popular attractions in all of Walt Disney World, primarily because of the zippy tunes, but mostly because of the 50-foot drop down Chickapin Hill as you get tossed into the Briar Patch. It's basically part dark ride, part thrill ride combined together into one. You've got a couple drops, and then of course you lead up to the big one at the end. So this is a pretty popular ride. This is some people's favorite ride in all of Walt Disney World. All right, you know I'm not a huge water ride person, but credit where credit is due. Splash Mountain is very, very good. It's a very long attraction, which I like. The funness to wetness, which I did in my water ride throwdown video, the funness is greater than the wetness usually on this one. It's a lot of people's, like I said, favorite attraction in all of Walt Disney World, and that's because it combines the audio animatronics, the music, and the thrill all in one to make it one great ride experience. Competing against Splash Mountain is Dudley Do-Right's Rip-Saw Falls at Universal's Islands of Adventure. This is a log flume style attraction here in the park, themed after the ever popular cartoon Dudley Do-Right. Obviously, I'm not riding Dudley Do-Rights right now because I don't want to be literally soaked from head to toe, which is how you will come off of this attraction. Now, I will give credit where credit's due. That drop is incredibly fun, and I know a lot of people absolutely love this attraction if they are into water rides. The theme is a little off for me. I don't think a lot of people are like gung-ho about Dudley Do-Right, but if you're in the market for a good log flume and a soaking wet time, it checks those boxes. winner of a log flume ride is Splash Mountain, of course. I don't think this one was a close call. I think everybody expected Splash Mountain to win, as it should. They're both about equal levels of thrilling, but of course the classic songs, the tale, the theming here on Splash Mountain and Magic Kingdom is definitely stronger than over at Dudley Do-Right. So if you're gonna get wet on a log flume ride, then in my opinion, Splash Mountain is the champion. Kicking off the fandom selection of our Thrill Ride Throwdown, we are going to start with the Harry Potter versus Star Wars categories. First up, the oldest and original simulator for both of these very passionate fan groups. Here at Universal, you've got Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, which is the attraction that takes place inside of Hogwarts, and over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, you've got Star Tours, the Adventures Continue TM. Is it going to be Hogwarts, or is it going to be a Star Speeder? Is it going to be an enchanted hat or a robot? Let's find out. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, while it is technically a simulator, it's also so much more. We are talking about a state-of-the-art technological system that puts you on a bench and then puts you on an arm and swings you about through both live sets and simulators. I've said it before and I'll say it again, this is maybe not the most exciting or my favorite Harry Potter ride, but it is the most Harry Potter ride. There's so much to look at. This is one that if you're a Harry Potter fan, the Easter eggs in the queue alone, you've got to go check it out. Now, one thing about this attraction, it does have a 48-inch height requirement, and like a lot of rides at Universal, you may want to check the seat before riding because they are a little bit constrictive. Also, this one makes me very, very motion sick. It is a brand new technology that was developed for this attraction, and if you are a motion sick kind of person, this one will probably get you. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, I said it before, but there is so much Harry Potter goodness. There is Dementors, there are dragons, there is Quidditch, there is Floo powder, there is flying, there is the Chamber of Secrets, the Basilisk, the Forbidden Forest. There is just Harry Potter everywhere. I love that attraction for the queue specifically. Even if you're not going to ride it, Harry Potter fans, go through the queue because you're going to see so many cool Easter eggs. You have to do it, and they will just let you walk through the queue. And technologically, that one is very, very awesome. And of course, here in Walt Disney World, the oldest fandom simulator attraction category is Star Tours, the Adventures Continue TM. Now, this is not the original version of Star Tours. There was Star Wars 1.0, OG Star Wars, where you had Rex be the pilot and you went on the same mission over and over again. But now Star Tours has multiple different stories. It's in 3D, C-3PO's there. It's a good time. Now, let me be clear. Star Tours is an attraction. It's a 3D simulator attraction. There's over 50 different combinations, so the adventure can be different every time you ride it for the most part. They have lots of different stories, lots of different characters for Star Wars fans. I think you're really going to enjoy it. It's in 3D now. It wasn't always in 3D, but it is still the oldest simulator attraction themed after one of the big fandoms. It's no lie, no secret that I am more of a Harry Potter fan than a Star Wars fan, but I do my best to be unbiased in this and look at things objectively based on the attraction and how fun it is and how unique it is and what the ride system is like and everything like that. So we're going to do that on Star Tours compared to Forbidden Journey, even though I am more of a wizard than a Jedi myself.
Brace yourself! Nobody move! I mean everybody move! Lean back! Do something!
I should change this category to simulators that make me want to throw up. I don't know what it is about Star Tours. Maybe it's the fact that you're basically like put in a shoebox and shaken about, as Alan, who's one of our cast members on RTT, refers to it. But there's something about that attraction that makes me more nauseous than anything but Mission Space Orange at Disney World. Whew, that one gets you. And the winner of the oldest fandom simulator goes to Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Molly, you like Harry Potter more than Star Wars. That is absolutely true. But I'm trying to be unbiased here, and technologically, this one is it. Again, this was a brand new technology developed just for this attraction, and they are going to put you through live sets and simulator. They're going to use a bunch of different effects. It is so exciting and thrilling. You never know what's going to happen. I still scream every time the Dementors come out, and it just beats Star Tours on technology alone. Take out the themes completely, this one is going to win on technology. So, point one to Harry Potter. For our next thrill ride matchup, we've got the newest fandom simulator. So we already took a trip down memory lane with the original fandom rides from Harry Potter and Star Wars, but now it's the new updated simulators. We have a throwdown right now between Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run in Galaxy's Edge or Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts in Diagon Alley. Which will come out on top? Piloting the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy or escaping from a dragon? Only one way to find out. First up in our newest fandom simulator competition, we've got Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. This is a very exciting simulator ride if you are a Star Wars fan, because you are going to step aboard the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy and actually take flight as either the pilot, engineer, or the gunner. It does have a 38-inch height requirement, and a lot of this ride does depend on what your group is like, but we're going to check it out right now and see how it stands up to Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts.
Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends. Great job, my friends. You did really well.
Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is very fun if it's been a dream of yours to pilot the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy and sit inside the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. It is a simulator attraction, so if that makes you nauseous, keep that in mind. And there are those 3 different positions, and which one you have and who's in your group with you can greatly affect your experience. For me, the best part about this attraction is just the queue itself, going into the Millennium Falcon, seeing the chess room, as well as the Honda Onaka animatronic. How will it stack up against Gringotts, though? Guess we're going over to Diagon Alley. Throwing down against Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run in our new simulator in the big fandoms category, we've got a dragon of an attraction. Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts at Universal Studios Florida. This is the attraction in Diagon Alley that puts you into Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows in the moments when Harry, Ron, and Hermione are inside Gringotts Bank trying to get into Bellatrix's Lestrange's vault and break out that goblet. Now, this is a part simulator, part dark coaster, part 3D attraction, so you got a lot going on. Is it enough, though, to conquer the iconic moment that you get to be in the Millennium Falcon? I adore Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. I think it is such a cool attraction. There are some really cool effects in there. The combination of the 3D and the projections with the coaster. There's times where you don't know where the track is going to go to and then it just appears out of nowhere. At one point you physically get lifted up on the track. It is a really, really fun attraction, especially if you're into Harry Potter. But again, is it enough to conquer literally getting on the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy? And the winner of new simulator in the big fandoms goes to Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. This attraction is very, very cool the way it combines multiple technologies in one. You've got a roller coaster, you've got 3D, and you've got a simulator. You've got really, really cool moments in it where you don't know where the track is coming from, like I said, and even taking out the themes of these two attractions, this one is technologically more fun and it's way more thrilling. That's what we're talking about today, is the thrill rides. Even if this had a Star Wars theme, I think this one would win. And speaking of that, I think if you're not a fan of either of these fandoms and you rode both of them, more people are going to enjoy Escape from Gringotts because it's more exciting, it's more thrilling than just sitting in the simulator attraction. So we got to give this one to the boy who lived. Okay, friends, this is the hardest matchup of all. We are talking about the biggest and the best attractions at these theme parks. We are talking about Star Wars Rise of the Resistance at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure TM at Universal's Islands of Adventure. Both of these use state-of-the-art technology to put you inside your favorite fandoms. You're going to go against the First Order and join the Resistance, or you're going to go on a Care of Magical Creatures adventure on an enchanted motorbike. Is it going to be Kylo Ren or blast-ended Scroots? Is it going to be stormtroopers or three-headed dogs? I don't want to choose. Don't make me. I don't want to. But I do want to ride both these rides. Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure TM is one of my favorite attractions of all time. It has a 48-inch height requirement. This thrilling attraction puts you on Sirius's enchanted motorbike and takes you on a Care of Magical Creatures adventure where you're going to see all kinds of iconic creatures such as unicorns, blast-ended Scroots, centaurs, pixies, three-headed dog. It is so much fun. One of my favorite attractions of all time. It doesn't go upside down, but there is a drop and it does go backwards. So is this enough though to stack up against Rise of the Resistance, the most technologically advanced attraction ever? I love Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure TM so much. It may be my favorite ride of all time. That's, I think, a fair statement. Yeah, I can say that. I love it so much. I think it is so much fun. It is thrilling. It is exciting. As a diehard Harry Potter fan, I love all the creatures you get to see, especially those blast-ended Scroots, which is a deep cut for the book fans. But even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, I think you're going to love this attraction if you love thrill rides. But I'm going to have to take out my Harry Potter bias to judge this fairly, which is very difficult. But I'm nothing if not fair. And of course, going up against Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure TM Rise of the Resistance. This is the big daddy over at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. This is the most popular attraction in all of Walt Disney World, the one that you cannot even wait in line for. You have to have a special boarding group. Asterisk, check out some of my Hollywood Studios videos for tips on getting a boarding group. Anyway, Rise of the Resistance is that incredible attraction. I don't even like calling it an attraction because it's literally an experience. It's over 20 minutes long. You're going to use multiple different ride systems, go through multiple different scenarios. You are joining the Resistance and helping keep a secret away from the First Order, but spoiler alert, they are going to get involved. Now, one thing that's great about this attraction is it also features a member of the Weasley family, which I will always appreciate, but does Hagrid's have this one in the bag? Or is Star Wars going to win this one as far as the fandoms go? Let's get in there. attraction is wild. It is so amazing. It never ceases to amaze me. I notice new details every single time. The fact that they get so many different ride systems together to work, they've got the complex audio animatronics, story, the music gets me. Sometimes I feel like I'm literally, like every time I feel like I've literally been captured. It brings a tear to my eyeball. This is a very hard one. And the winner of the headliner fandom attraction goes to Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Now I'm saying that with the tiniest squeak of victory because I love Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure TM. It's one of my favorite attractions of all time. I absolutely adore it. But when looking at this objectively, you can't top Rise of the Resistance. The technology used, the fact that it's 20 plus minutes long, the multiple scenes, the multiple different systems that make this attraction work, you can't top it. So as much as I love Hagrid's, and I personally, as a diehard Harry Potter fan, would probably rather ride Hagrid's, I don't even know if I can say that. I want to ride them both. I don't want to exist in a world where I have to choose, but looking at this objectively, the only fair way to do this is to give it to Rise of the Resistance. I didn't make the rules, but I do love Hagrid's a lot. I don't want to choose, but I did. It's Rise. But Hagrid's is great. Don't take this as me saying Hagrid's isn't great. All right, friends, before we get to the final tally, let's go over each matchup. In the category of indoor coaster, the winner was Universal Orlando. In the category of drop attraction, the winner was Walt Disney World. In the category of river raft attraction, the winner was Universal Orlando. In the category of log flume attraction, the winner was Walt Disney World. In the category of monster-themed coaster, the winner was Universal Orlando. In the category of dinosaur-themed attraction, the winner was Walt Disney World. In the category of coaster with an intense launch that goes upside down, the winner was Universal Orlando. In the category of the original fandom simulator attraction, the winner was Universal Orlando. In the category of the newest fandom simulator attraction, the winner was Universal Orlando. And in the final matchup, the ultimate fandom attraction, Rise of the Resistance versus Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure TM, the hardest decision I've ever had to make, the winner is Walt Disney World. Which means, friends, Universal won 6 of our 10 matchups, making this a 6-4 competition, and we can officially crown Universal Orlando the King of Thrills. Well, friends, that is a wrap on our thrill ride throwdown between Universal Orlando and Walt Disney World. Universal won the competition with a 6-4, very tight race, but in the end, Universal can be crowned the King of Thrills. Which of these matchups did you agree with? Which of them do you not agree with? What Universal Disney matchups do you want to see next? Until next time, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media at AllEars.net, and until next time, I'm Molly, and it's been magical. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.